Open Your Eyes. We're jumping into our third segment this morning, and it's all about Belize Book and Sip Club. We are joined, yay, yes indeed, we are joined this morning by two representatives to talk to us about their club. We have here with us Rayla Good, and she is the founder, and also with us is Cheyenne Perez, and she is the director of philanthropy, all representing the Belize Book and Sip Club. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. So story time, guys. I found out about this book club on TikTok. Let me tell you something. These girls, they love to read, but they also got that social media thing on lock, okay? I saw them on TikTok and I immediately followed them. I didn't recognize any of the faces, and then as more videos came flowing in, I saw the group grow, and then all of a sudden I recognized some people. And I just follow because I think they're so cool. So we are so excited to have you guys here with us this morning. Thank you so much for joining us, and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Thank you so much. We're so excited. We're so excited.
So let's talk about it, because I think having any like adult clubs that's not like nighttime club is so underrated. It's not very popular. So a book club, even worse. Let's talk about the idea behind it.
Or even better.
Even worse, it's not popular.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Let's jump into it.
So, first off, thank you guys so much for having us. We're so excited. The book club not only stems from my likeness to reading, but it also has a lot to do with the desire that I had to create a community where women can come, be embraced, and just have fun. Pair that with a latte, a nice venue, and the plot twist of a really good book. You're bound to have a good time.
Absolutely.
So it's all about diving into different genres on a monthly basis, exploring different places in Belize, and meeting new people with different perspectives from all walks of life, I will say, and bonding with them over a book.
So how did it start? What was the number of girls that you had with you in the initial phase?
Sound like I'm a she one.
5.
Okay.
Literally.
She's an OG.
All right.
Nice.
Yes. An
I've
original.
been one before. I remember I said to one of my friends this morning, I joined and I knew we had the meeting coming, went to the location, sat in the parking lot, and I was like, I don't know if I want to go. And I still went. Don't regret it. Absolutely love it.
So how do you ladies, one, decide the venue and the book that we are going to read on a monthly basis?
So at first, it was a one random pick. We did collaborations with Bricks and Books Cafe. Love it there. The Culture Cafe, we've done the living room. That was our first. That was one of our favorites, honestly.
They're not around anymore.
No, it's heartbreaking. Yes. We recently did a collab with the Treehouse at Fort George. That was our biggest one. We had 27 girls.
Wow.
It was awesome. And it's a random pick. But coming into the new year, we want to start to be a little more intentional with the places and do themed events. So if we're doing mystery, we're going to do an entire theme on mystery.
Oh my God,
if we're doing fantasy, we're going to do an entire theme on fantasy.
I think what stood out about this particular club is because it represents almost a thing that is becoming so uncommon. People don't read often anymore. From kids, we just simply give them a device. Storybooks, it's not that common. I don't even know if people go to libraries anymore, to public libraries. So I imagine even as adults, there are so many other things that are happening around our lives. How is it finding a community of readers in general when we are surrounded by technology and social media and watching Netflix? Is it challenging finding people that love to read still?
It's not. I feel like the girls were waiting for this because our wait list is growing rapidly.
A wait list?
Yes, girl. Our wait list is growing on a monthly basis. So if you're someone who enjoys reading or who dropped the hobby and want to start it again, the book club is the perfect place to come and try to pick it up again. We have a lot of girls who stopped reading. They joined and they started back, and it started with them just reading the book of the month, and then it goes to another book and another book and another book, and their habit just builds back up.
Yeah, I want to talk a bit about how it works, right? In terms of how are the sessions set up, what happens during these sessions, how do we decide on what books to read? And is it something where you read in your spare time and then you come and discuss the books, or do you read while you're a group? Let's talk a bit about how it works.
Okay. So much questions.
Yeah. It's
One
really
by one.
me trying to process exactly what happens.
Okay, so when it comes to the pick of the month, what we do going closer to the month for the next month, we're gonna let you know the genre. For
Okay.
example, this month was mystery. So at the end of last month, I posted, okay, we're doing mystery next month, and we're very active on Instagram. So I use the question tag feature that Instagram has, and I allowed the girls to send in their suggestions for what book they would like to read. Because of the genre, I make sure I read through what the book is about and everything to make sure that it suits the genre.
Is it hard to reach a consensus?
Not really.
Okay.
Not for me.
Yeah.
So I would post about 5 to 7 options. We vote on them. The book that gets the highest votes, that's the one we read, or the one that I feel stands out a little more for the genre, that's a little different. Because some girls, they like to stay within one lane, and I'm like, no, we're gonna do something different this month.
Yeah.
That's how the book is picked. As far as the events, I don't want to give away too much, but we play games. So one of the games that we play have a lot to do with cards. Shuffle cards. A girl picks a card. Whatever number it lands on, there is a question sheet. You answer the questions. And we try to be very intentional with the questions. We try to set it up in a way where it leads to a thought-provoking conversation. So it's not just about the book itself.
Nice.
You start to dig a little deep and be like, how I really relate to this character.
Yeah.
And then a lot of things start pouring out. And the beautiful thing about the community is that we have a lot of girls who just want to share love and kindness and pour back into each other and support each other. That's big in the group. So whenever you leave, you feel a little refreshed.
So how do you become a part of this group?
So if you'd like to join our group, you could find us on Facebook or Instagram. There is a link in our bio to submit an interest form and join the wait list.
This is a wait list. What?
Yes.
Yeah, I pointed that out earlier.
I want you to talk. What's with this wait list? How long do you wait? Something like kind of apply for a passport or a visa at this point.
It's not as long.
It's not as
So
long.
we accept girls once a month at the end of the month, and we only accept them by groups because we want to pace ourselves. We don't want to put our hats higher than where it should be, right? But yeah, you could expect a DM on Instagram at the end of the month if you apply.
Is there a fee?
There is a small fee depending
sense.
on what we're doing at the end of the month. For example, if we're just going to a venue, it's $5 to $10. But if we're having a themed event, like last month we did a collaboration with Vino Tinto where we did a paint and sip, it was a little more because we had to cover different costs, right?
Yeah.
Now, I want to talk to one of the OG members. As
Correct.
we mentioned, we have here with us Cheyenne Perez, but you are the Director of Philanthropy. Now, that gives me some ideas that this is more than just reading and sipping and enjoying a bit of thought-provoking conversations, as you mentioned. What's the aspect of giving back?
So like Rila mentioned, we have a community that we're looking to grow with each other, and we don't just want to you look at it on TikTok and Instagram and they just talk about the book and they drink and they have fun. No, we want to engage with the community, give back to the community. We have a couple projects that we're working on. One that I'm particularly excited for is it's still in discussions right now, but we're looking at collaborating with maybe one of the girls' homes in the Belize area to see how we could maybe create a little mini book club with them, just to encourage younger girls to get into reading, or those that are already, to help them grow that hobby, and to see how we could create a little mentorship program with girls who some of them need it. So
You know, hearing what you guys have been able to achieve and the community that you have been able to grow to in the space of time, just with a shared value of reading, to me is really inspiring, because oftentimes when we think about forming these types of groups or even giving back to our community, we think that it has to look a certain way, right? Yeah. But to think that something as simple as a book club, ladies coming together who enjoy reading, can give back and mentor to other females, is something that I have to commend you ladies for. But I have to ask, because it is roughly the beginning of the month, what book are we on?
So this month we're doing mystery.
Okay.
We're reading That's Not My Name by Megan Lally.
It's a short read.
It's a short read, but it's so good.
What do we call a short read?
200 pages.
Okay, that
Yeah.
is a short read.
Is that
Yeah.
a short read?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm more of an audiobook guy, so I'll put
2 to
audiobooks
300
in my
book
ear.
is short.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's like 3 hours.
So
Yeah,
how
that's
many
not
books
long.
have you guys read so far?
7.
7 books.
Yeah, this is the 7th month.
Okay, got you.
Excellent.
And of course, there are more books that we will be hearing from these ladies reading as the month comes to an end and we wrap up the year. But we have to remind our viewers how they can be a part of the book club if they're interested, and of course, the process involved.
So if you'd like to join the Belize Book and Sip Club, you could find us on Instagram at Belize Book and Sip Club or Facebook at Belize Book and Sip Club. There is a link in the bio. You fill out the link and you just be patient with us. Also, we are interested in collaborating with different venues in Belize. We've started to accept girls from the Cayo area. So Belmopan, Santa Elena, San Ignacio, Roaring Creek girls, come on, fill out the link. It's an awesome opportunity to meet different people, explore different genres, as well as collaborating with different transportation businesses. So feel free to reach out to us via Instagram.
Is this something, if the interest is high, where you guys potentially envision different locations across the country?
Absolutely.
So we are considering, since we're now accepting members in the Cayo
Yeah,
district,
I
we'll
mean-
be rotating where we're having our book club meetings. So one in maybe in Belize City, then Cayo. We even outside of the book club meetings do little smaller gatherings during
yeah.
the month.
That
So
helps build the community a little bit. Like, come on outside of the book party, let me get to
Indeed.
know
let's
you
just
a
catch
little
up
more.
what's happening in your life, in your work, with your family. And the girls look forward to that as well.
And what's the age range that can join? Do you cap it off?
21 and over.
21 and over.
Simply
all right.
because we want to be mindful. We do go to restaurants sometimes, and there, the restaurants, they have a wide range
Yeah.
on the menu.
Uh-huh.
We want to be mindful.
And not everybody want orange juice.
Exactly.
Some people might want to leave wine, right?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Well, ladies, this has been such a wholesome conversation. Thank you so much for joining us. And we can't wait to continue following your journeys on social media and learning about how you are encouraging other women and young girls to read as well.
Thank you so much.
What's the social media handles so that we can
Belize
know?
Book and Sip Club.
That's on TikTok.
Instagram and Facebook.
Excellent.
And follow them, guys. Their content, really great. All right, we're going to take another quick break. And when we come back, the conversation switches into raising your voice with Hakeem karaoke competition.
I understand you're going to be doing some singing.
I actually heard it was you, Paul.
Nope.
Anyways, we're going to find out after the break.